All right, 6 o'clock, I'd like to call Parks and Rec to order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. While everyone is up, can we take a moment of silence for Veterans Day to honor that for 10 seconds?
Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Roll call, Angela. Here. Sherry.
Here.
Cheryl. Here. Terry. Here. Thank you. Who did I miss someone? Parks and Rec.
Anything for Parks and Rec, Cheryl?
No, but I am glad that they got that, slide taken down. You know, like where it was ripped and that, I'm glad they got that down.
Anyone else have anything for Parks and Rec?
I just want to add December 5th, it's Friday, December 5th at 6 p.m. The Renaissance is having their auction. It is $25 a person. You can buy the tickets in the office down there.
It's an auction for,
It's like a holiday auction they do every year. I went last year. It was pretty cool, pretty fun. Mr. McGuire did the bidding and stuff. He does that fast talking stuff. It was pretty cool.
It is nice.
it's good actually.
Yeah.
And then I have the Parade of Lights is the 7th. Lineup is at 5.
That's correct. And then, also I'd like to touch a little bit on, are we doing the home decorating contest?
Yeah.
I have the flyer that I updated, are we doing that? And we had last year prizes, for first was 75, second was 50, and 25 for third. And are we going to, work with the township on it?
We have always have,
Okay, just asking,
for a long time we have.
are we good with the, prizes, gifts, gift cards, whatever it is that's going on?
Yeah, that's good.
Who's gonna make up the committee to do that? Who did it last year?
Well, I'm not, well, you did, you and somebody else, you and a couple other people, went around, so who would like to be part of the judging? Angela?
I'm not running this year, so you're all safe.
Exactly. Well, if we have the township, we need a township person.
I have Danny Burns, I've already talked to him.
Okay.
When does that go on? When
So that's the same night,
Yeah.
so we try to get it done the same night, okay? You good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alright, that's taken care of.
Let me know what I have to do.
I'll send this to you, okay?
Well, thank you.
Anything else? All right, make a motion to adjourn Parks and Rec.
6:03. Angela.
Here.
Sherry.
Yes.
Cheryl.
Here.
Terry.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to call the committee meeting of a whole to order at 6:04.
Negative. Thank you. Scott.
Yes.
Sherry. Cheryl.
Yes.
David.
Yes.
Angela.
Yes.
Terry.
Here.
All right, so we have a request for Ms. Terry Campbell to talk.
Hi, my name's Terry, and I know y'all probably don't even know who I am. I've only lived in Windham for about 2.5 years. Love the town, love it. And I'm also part of the American Legion Post 674 Auxiliary. And we're talking about putting in a blessing box for non-perishable foods to help the community of those in need. And what I want to ask is if it's okay with the town, with the city council, and where you would like it to be. We will supply all of the materials, we will build it, we will put it in, and I am in charge of making sure that it is full at all times. So it's up to, you know, if you don't mind that we do that for the community, that would be great. And wherever you decide if you wanted to put it, we'll put it there.
That's good.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
I like that.
I got two questions.
Yeah.
Does the school still have the?
Yes.
Okay, and then my second question would be, right now it's winter, so like non-perishables that could freeze,
We're not gonna probably put it in till spring because of the winter.
okay?
Because there's a lot of things going on right now for, like the school has their kitchen, what was it called?
Food pantry.
Their food pantry, and there's several other ones around town. And the Legion's also got some money put aside for people in need. Also, the auxiliary voted to put money aside for any folks that are in need. And while I'm here, if you know anyone that's in need for Thanksgiving, please let us know at the American Legion, because we have set aside money to help for meals for Thanksgiving.
Wow, that's good.
So we were probably thinking towards spring to have that done. And then during the winter, obviously, unless we insulate it and everything, which can be done, it would probably be down to, you know, dry goods that the weather won't hurt.
So my question is, are you looking for it to be located somewhere on village property? Is that what you're asking?
Well, we thought about putting it down at the Legion, but it's so far down there that nobody would get it, and we were concerned of vandalism. So I know that the library box is up here, so we'd like it somewhere near where it can be watched and, you know, for vandalism or whatever. And not that I see a whole lot in the town, but that and the people that are walking and local, it's right where they can be.
So, another question, how would people get these goods? Is it unlocked? How would they request to get food if they needed something? I guess, what were you?
The box is basically like the.
So it's just open, so.
It's
okay,
just
okay,
open.
Okay,
And, the American Legion, I'm in charge to make sure that it's full, but that means that, you know, we'll take donations or
Okay.
whatever. And sometimes people have stuff that they don't want. You can drop it off in the box anytime that you
Okay.
want it.
gotcha, okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
letting me
I'm
speak.
good with keeping it down there.
I mean, if it's an issue of whether it'll freeze and stuff, we can put it in the lobby of the police department. My concern would be, I wanna make sure that whatever is in there is edible, so somebody doesn't come in and take it and.
Replace or
Yeah,
replace
that
it
would
with
be
other stuff.
the only concern I would have, cause I don't want there to be any liability on you or us.
Oh, yeah, I would definitely make sure everything on the cans was still within date or anything like that. I would check all the, use by dates or best by dates.
I
Yeah,
don't have
that'd
a
be a
problem
great
with it.
idea. Police department, yeah.
And then we got a big enough lobby down there that we could probably put it on the end and still have
That'd be
video
a
and
secure
stuff on
spot
it.
and be out of the weather.
Cause we were talking about it like just Sunday at our meeting, we just wanted to get permission here first before we went through.
And then let
before
you-
we did anything.
Yeah, and let you decide where
Thank you, it's a
would be
great idea.
best.
Yeah,
Appreciate
a lot
that.
of people are in need.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Right. I'd like to make a motion to approve the October 14th, 2025 Committee of the Whole, committee notes.
Second.
Scott,
Yes.
Sherry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Stephen,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Fiscal officers report.
So as of Friday, the 7th, is when I put this together, and I just figured it was just easiest for me and for you guys to see it on paper. However, the expenditures year to date is $1,602,790.22, and our revenue year to date, $1,669,688.01. It's nice to see the revenue out higher than the expenditures on this one, because a lot of times they're under, so it's exciting for me. But what I have given all of council was the OBM lease. So last meeting I brought the chart and all this fancy dancy stuff with all the numbers for Xerox, Sharp, and Toshiba. Sharp was actually one of the more expensive ones, so I was working with Xerox. However, our individual representative that was with Xerox is no longer there. I was unaware until we had a Xerox issue, and I reached out to him and got a kickback email, he wasn't there. So then I reached out to OBM, and I said, hey, can you guys do some price matching? What does this look like? We're really kicking around some ideas. So Sharp came back and completely matched Xerox and threw in the USPS meter. So I do need you guys to really look at that. If you have any questions, please even call me, shoot me an email, because we have to get this locked in with what we choose. I will say, when I said in the email, we want Sharp, only because we can be upgraded at any point in our lease. It was 7 years originally. They actually brought it back down to 5 years to match exactly what Xerox was going to give us. We have to make a decision. I know we can do then and nows and things of that nature, but because I have to get out of the lease we are currently in during that 60-day prior period. So I only have until the 26th, and I don't want to, hit that date and then them lock us in again, because we didn't do our intent to get out, for lack of a better term. So I do need you guys to really look at that. Call me, question me if you need to, because we have to make a decision as soon as possible.
So we wanna do it by the next meeting?
I'm hoping to have legislation with Sharp being our new company by next Tuesday on the
Right,
18th.
yeah.
That's my hope.
So we want to do it before, cause if she has to do it then and now, that's not good.
Right.
Can we just make a motion to move it to committee or council today? I mean, she looked at the numbers, she had a meeting,
Yeah,
she,
you can make a
Went over it.
recommendation
yeah.
to add it on the agenda for the 18th.
Yeah, that's what I wanna do, and, me and Marie really loved Sharp. They brought us in the machine, we did the demo, and then when we seen the price, I was like, no, we're not doing that. Well, then they came back and price matched, and then we had the Xerox issue with PD's printer, and he said, I'll bring you one just to use until your Xerox gets fixed. Great pitch, sales guy, kinda worked. But, I do think they'll be present where Xerox has not been, in my experience, in the last week and a half.
They have been very hard to work with.
And didn't they include the USPS?
It does include the USPS machine. So I did give you guys a packet at the end. It's kind of lengthy. I do apologize. However, it's the entire lease for you to look over for Sharp, which
Yeah,
it
it
says
sounds like they
OBM.
matched the price, and if you like the quality,
Mhm.
you guys are the ones that are gonna be using it,
You're right,
So
And
but
I'd
it was
say-
paid for.
yeah.
They shortened the term too. That's a big thing in my opinion, because then you're not locked in for 7 years.
Right,
You're
you're
locked in
five
for
now.
5.
Yeah, so,
And they increased their impressions. An impression is just a print. It's a fancy term I learned during this process, from 15,000 to 20,000 as well, which would have been almost
so
6
we need to make a motion to.
I'll make it.
Yeah,
I'll make a motion to go with Sharp. Would that be under OBM then?
It is under OBM.
I would make a motion to go with OBM and move it to council meeting on the 18th.
Recommended council. Second. Yeah.
Thank you. Scott,
yes,
Sherry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg.
Do you have anything else?
Nope, that was all I had.
Anything for old business? I'll take one, pass it. All right, so for President's Report, so I did reach out to Newton Falls, for their flowers. And the person that, takes care of that is out on having surgery. She told me she would get back to me, but she never has. So I reached out to one of the flower shops in Newton Falls, who used to do their flowers years ago, but he's retired now, recommended Urban Growers in Burton. So I did get a quote from them, and I mean, it's pretty costly for the first year to get started. It's $2,600, but I think that that's pretty much about what we were paying, previously. This is fit for 15, they're called, Weekender baskets, and that would give us our base that actually has like some type of a filter system in it that helps, with the flowers for their longevity. So, guys, take a look at this quote. It's, like I said, $2,600. Let me know what you guys are thinking. And then we need a 50% deposit if we're interested in going with them. We can call other places, but I'm gonna guess that we're pretty much that's gonna be about the going price, to be honest.
Can we afford to replace the wicks every year at $2 a piece?
15 of them? I hope so.
I did think it would be a lot more money.
Oh, here's
Quite
$300.
surprised.
It actually, like I said, I think we paid her $2,600 or $2,700 the last couple of years, and, but you guys let me know.
When do we have to know, or have it in by?
Well, let me see what she
I
said.
didn't see, expiration on
Well,
the
they're a pretty large
Yeah.
outfit,
they are.
so I don't think that sooner than later, I would guess I would want to know sometime in December probably. So if we could just maybe, touch on it again, like,
How much
the next meeting,
do we have in Parks and Rec?
yeah, about 10,000. Around there.
Okay.
Did she say how much it would be the year after the
Well,
initial?
Well, so then, to David's point, the $2 per wick,
Could probably
and then you have about another $1,200 or $1,300 in flowers. Again, this is only for 15, if we wanted to add, we wanted more, of course, the price is gonna go, be different, but I thought that this was a good start,
How many did we do 2 years ago?
15.
15?
Yeah. All right, so the other thing I have, we already talked about the parade of lights, the other thing I have is, so I do have a new flyer for the farmer's market. I actually had somebody inquire about it, a couple days ago. So I am going to send this to Dan, to you, and Addie, and one of you can post it online. Let's target, February through April, the 3rd Thursday of the month. And, right now, I'm just posting and looking for vendors to see what type of response we get, see what, see our folks are interested or not. And, we'll take it from there. So you will see this going on the website within the next couple of days. I have that done. So we did talk a little bit about having a community cleanup, but with the change in the weather, or the community building cleanup, like we talked at the last council meeting with the weather getting ready to change, we thought maybe we would wait until the spring before we do that. So that's kind of what we were talking about, Angela and I. We had flyers and we were gonna put out there, but thought maybe it'd be best to wait a little bit. Not sure how many participants we would have.
Right.
So, let me see. Oh, the other thing I have about the farmer's market is price-wise. So people were asking, what do we think for a price that we would charge for them to set up a booth?
We're talking about in the community building?
Correct.
Do we know what Garrisville charges?
I have no idea.
They're pretty established.
I mean, I would
I
think,
can find out.
okay.
I'll say.
And if you guys just wanna tell me, then I can put it on the flyer. I'd like to get it out sooner than later, so if somebody could get back to me on that, that'd be great.
I'll call Sarah.
So, for the president's report, that's all I have for president's report. Mayor's report?
Went over all the stuff. I did see that we forgot to accept Wesley's resignation. So we should probably do that before we move on.
I'll make a motion to accept it. Effective
October 10th.
10th, 2025.
Second.
Scott,
Yes.
Sherry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you.
The Friday, there was the Veterans Day ceremony at the school. It was pretty good. They invite me every year. The kids do a pretty good job at handling that. I like that. It's a real good job. It's hard to hear some of the stories that people had to go through in order for us to be here. So, we have a few spots on the roads and stuff that are getting looked at, and hopefully with this weather, it's hard to get to them, so we'll be tending to that shortly. What else? That's pretty much it for right now.
All right, utilities?
Alrighty, I, passed out a flyer to everybody. It's got caustic soda and, soda ash. So today I talked with Kevin Thomas from Bonded. He's the one that we buy our caustic soda from. And I asked him about options for removal of caustic soda from our water, just seeing what options we had, if any. He said that we were buying soda ash in 2009. We were using it. I don't know when we went to caustic soda. He has a gap in his file, so he doesn't know when we went to caustic soda either. He said that we went to caustic soda for ease of use, and I've been doing research and I could see why. He asked me if we still had the equipment because caustic soda is a dry chemical. It's not a liquid like caustic soda is. And there's pros and cons versus those papers of what caustic soda and soda ash are. Kevin said that he is willing to come out, take a raw water sample and a finished water sample for free and give us a referral. He'll pick it up, take the sample and everything. Then he's gonna send it to a phosphate company, yeah. And then they'll tell us if we even have an option. If caustic soda is our only way to go, if soda ash is the only other option, or if we have other options. And I did ask him about magnesium. Hold on, because I don't want to say it wrong.
Potassium permanganate.
No, it's, where the heck did it go?
Chlorine.
No. Stop! Anyway, my pictures won't come up, I don't know what the heck happened. But, I can't remember what the other part is.
Citrate.
No. It's a slurry. Magnesium.
Oranges.
But anyway, as I was reading it, kept saying wastewater, and I'm like, no, I don't want it for wastewater, I need it for water. But when he came down to it, he said that would strip the lines, and that would cause something like what happened in Michigan and all the others. So that isn't really an option to roll down. And soda ash may not be the only option. He said that he will look into it and see if there are any other options, and then he'll get back to me. So if it's all right, I'd like to schedule an appointment for him to come out and take water samples to maybe give us an option on whether we can go with soda ash or something completely different, or if caustic soda is our only way to go. Because if it
What is
is,
an advantage of soda ash?
it is, oh, I'm gonna steal this from you. It's weaker than caustic soda. Ship dry, it's safer to handle,
Okay.
it's not as hazardous. It still does the same thing that caustic soda does. It takes a little more, but it's a lot cheaper too.
What was the name of the company, get the intro?
Bonded, and that's who we get our caustic soda from. But at the bottom too, it also gives the caustic soda and soda ash on the second page. It gives the side-by-side comparison. And this is just one option, and it may not even be an option, but I thought I'd print it out and let you guys see it. But he said after they test the water, it would give him a better idea if we could go with something else, or if caustic soda is the only option we have.
If this is, I guess what we're looking for is something that isn't going to clog up.
Right, and that's why I told him, I said, we're just having a lot of problems with the caustic soda.
Right. If this does a better job of
Right.
not clogging up.
And he said that we used to use
appliances
soda
and so
ash,
on, yeah.
so I don't know if we still have the equipment, no, okay. So that if that is, we just have to weigh the pros and cons, but he said he will come out, take the samples, he will drop them off, he will refer us to, he will take them to the phosphate company, he'll give us the results, and then we could do what we want from there. But he said that he will look for other options also.
And it's free for him to come out?
Yes.
I'm on board for it.
I asked him, I said, how much does this cost? He goes, it's all free. So I made sure first.
And his name was Kevin what?
Kevin Thomas.
Thomas.
I have his phone number too, if you guys need
No,
it,
I don't need that. Yeah, I think that's great.
but that's what I got.
Okay, thank you. Alright, finance? Very nice.
Finance, not really under finance, but the GoGov app is on the App Store. I met with Lauren to go over like training and stuff on it, and then I met with Izzy on Thursday for marketing materials. I did send out a couple emails to the people that wanted to be on the app to create a login. I did meet with Deanne yesterday to answer any questions she might have. I do have a couple questions to send over to Lauren. Just gotta get with Addie, and cause she's like one of the super admins, they call it, show her the videos and the marketing material. We need to get some of the marketing material on the website, on the Facebook. But we do have a QR code here, and I guess if you guys are okay with it, officially launch it. Because we're paying for it. So, I mean, as long as you guys are okay. So we can get the word out there tomorrow on the website if Addie has time, or Deanne, and then just start word of mouth, get it around town. It's called Windham Alerts. It's on the Apple Store and Google Play Store, and if you want to, you can sign in as a resident and then put your information in there with your email, your phone number, and address and all that, or you can, as much information as you want to put in, or as little. I think Deanne's the only one registered as a non-council member or village employee, because I put in her wrong email at first, so I fixed that.
I did get to see both sides of it, so I thought that was cool.
So, that's what I have under that. I believe, I'll check my notes, but I think that's all I got for finance. It is year end, and I saw, I guess I should bring that up too, Deanne put that memo in, anything November, December is only emergency purchases, which is pretty standard, and good luck with your first year end. Ashley made sure to tell me to tell you good luck.
All right, thank you, David. Personnel and safety?
I've been looking into record retention policies. The state auditor gives a 3-hour webinar. I've done it before, and I take notes and put together a little policy for us to look at, and I'm gonna check with other with just towns around us to say maybe if they have different ideas, and then once I get that put together, I'll bring it to us.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Chief Needy. All right, service committee, me, I have nothing. Economic development.
I talked to Paul Miller today, the guy that's for the manufacturing plant over by KT. He said nothing has been finalized yet, but he was gonna look into some other stuff with the owners, cause they got sidetracked on something else right now. He was gonna try to put something together and be here tonight, but he didn't make it tonight, so. And I've tried to get in touch with that Amon, the unit. I left a message and I just haven't heard back from him.
Thank you,
He
Jerry.
probably will call Mac, Paul will probably call Mac.
Yeah, he texted me and told me to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
I did get a call from Dale about the, old bank. I don't know if he called, Ryan or Sheila.
He did.
One of you guys, so he'll be wanting to talk to you guys about some stuff he has going on.
What's he gonna do with it?
I
Probably wasn't
didn't
talking
question
about
him, yeah.
I spoke with him, he wanted to know if there was anything he needed to do to sell it. He said he's got a buyer, and I told him there's nothing that he needs to do on our end. In order for him to sell it, he can sell it. If they wanted to change anything, they'd have to come and go through the process, but they wanna leave it, as it is, so there should be nothing we have to do.
Then I just wanted to say congratulations to the school, the fire board, and the 4 new council members, well, couple new council members, and I just wanted to say congratulations.
We're on volume space.
Thanks.
All right, chief?
I'm still waiting to see about a contract. I didn't hear from Charles, but I didn't call him because I didn't want to see if I didn't want to add a bill, yeah. So I'm waiting on that to find out what we're gonna do as far as the contract goes to open the impound lot. I did have, the company that we work with on the speed standalone or the camera that we man on what we would have as far as, if we did a pole camera, just to see what the numbers are. He came out and posted it, and did you get that email, Mayor?
Probably.
He sent us an email, and basically it was out there for a day and a half. We had 82 violations He had the wrong speed that we're currently using, so that technically there was 120 violations.
Oh.
And 2 were over 100.
100 mile an hour?
Shut up.
Where
Where
was
was
On
it?
what road? 303?
303.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I mean, they go past
100?
my house, but I've never seen
100
it.
miles.
Holy
You hit that bump
Moses.
out there, you're going, holy.
So
Might be able to continue to do that.
it's one of those,
I better not do that. What, 100? Yeah. Jeez.
Mine went right.
so I just would like to gather some more information on that, because with the winter months and stuff, those cameras are more advanced. They're more like our flock cameras than the handheld camera that we have.
Yeah.
So they work 24 hours a day and at night. So our camera doesn't work at night currently.
When we had somebody here a while back, they said that, was it those type of cameras though that we have where the county would take away the funding that we
So
get?
we would lose the local government fund, which is, I believe, last time we looked, it was like 30,000.
38,000?
Yeah, somewhere around in there.
I can give you exact numbers tomorrow.
So his projection would be on the lower end of collections and everything else, if that would stand, and he sees no reason why it wouldn't, that we'd get about $480,000 out
Oh,
of it.
really? Holy crap. Just basing it off of
How
what?
much
That would
was
be,
it?
that would be our cut.
So
Oh, that is our cut.
Yeah, it would be like 787,000.
in our ordinance that we passed for speed, what is, was that 45 mile an hour over the speed limit fine? The 100 mile an hour, guys.
I don't recall what that is. That would have been,
I think it was what, 250 or something, 300?
Well, that's.
Phew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like
You
I'm
go to
going
court with that.
303.
All I have to say is, you know when Elijah's not on duty.
Amen, you know when he ain't on.
I haven't seen my mood lighting in so long, I'm upset.
I know.
Now to just go in front of our town. I know I'm a very strong critic of the cameras, but 100 mile an hour has me concerned.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we have it up there and people know that maybe they won't be going 100 mile an hour, because that's out by Rubino's property, right?
that's where we had done it. Just, so what I will tell you is we see a lot of people coming and going. We can only get one way.
Right.
With this, it goes both ways. So when we're sitting out there, we notice that leaving town, people are speeding more so than coming into town. And it's not everybody that lives here.
I mean, going
Just
out
so
time, you know
everybody's aware of
that.
that.
You know
gotta catch you
55's
unless
coming
you-
So-
soon, so they just step
Yeah,
on
so
it.
they start to speed up to hit the 55, and that's
Or 100.
at North Main. As soon as they hit North Main, they think it's 55.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
So,
That's a problem.
When he
Yeah.
says
Can I ask you a question, Rick?
mhm.
What is, if somebody was going like, if speed limit is 25, how many miles can they go over before they get a ticket?
We don't give that answer out.
Now, I'm not talking about just the 25, I'm talking about all of them, like if it's 35,
It just, honestly, it depends on what jurisdiction you're in, on what they set it as. I mean, I've been in Cauga Falls where sometimes it would be a ridiculous amount, sometimes it wasn't. It just depends on what they set it at.
You're breaking the law whether you're going 1 mile an hour over or 40.
no, I'm just asking, David.
Yeah,
It's not
so,
a suggestion, it's the law.
What, would we set it, or does the company set it?
usually we determine what we set it at.
Typically, in the past, we've talked about 10 over.
Wow, and it can be 10, it can be 8. I mean, I don't wanna say because then everybody's gonna drive 7.
Right.
They're gonna- That's why I said that, like, we don't need to say that
say that
out loud, because then people know what they can get away with.
Yeah.
Are they charging us an additional fee for that?
For
For a
I'm
stand?
sure, I haven't even broached that issue yet, cause I wanted to talk to you guys first and see. Cause we would lose that initial, the funding, but it would be something that if we did it, I would do it for a year just to see if it would be worth our while.
Now, if we do it for a year, we lose our funding, and we decide, no, this ain't panning out, we're not getting the speeders like we thought, we cancel it, do we get the money back the following year?
Yeah, that's only because And you don't lose all of it, you would only lose up to what you didn't make.
Okay. But if we decide to cancel it, we would get that money back.
I think a lot of details need to be looked into this before we move forward, because I do get quite a bit of money from them.
Rick, didn't we, when we tried that before, with the one on East Center Street, and then all the lawsuits started in the state of Ohio
Yeah,
about
those,
them being illegal, did that settle?
well, I'm gonna put it out there for you guys, so there's a big push to get rid of the property taxes.
Oh, I know.
And when you get rid of property taxes, you get rid of your services. So you're not funding us through a levy or anything like that. We're funded through what we get from the state property taxes. So when you start looking at that, people are gonna have to start figuring out how they're gonna pay for their services if they get rid of the property taxes. So you're gonna have to put some kind of levy on or something to fund it. I would like to try, I mean, we've been a little proactive with this, and we're starting to see some money come in, and it helps. I mean, I've been trying to keep our budget flat, and it's really hard when you go up from $13 an hour that police officers are making. So over the last 5 years, we've gone up a little bit, but this year I think we're down some. And it's been hard to stay steady with that without getting some extra revenue.
Yeah.
And that's why I've looked in, I told you, I wasn't a big fan of this, but after looking at it and seeing it has reduced some of the speed. It was a lot worse than what we got on that camera. So, I think that you guys are gonna have to start looking at and thinking about how are you gonna fund your services if that property tax goes
So
through.
what is their plan? Are they gonna be sales tax?
They don't know.
Nobody's come up
It's
with
the
a
rumor
plan.
I hear.
It's
In the
going
south,
on,
they do that.
it's going on the ballot,
Yeah,
so then they'll have to figure it out after.
well, that makes no sense.
Well, it's government.
Don't
You
they,
come to put something on the ballot without a plan. Anytime you put something on a ballot that people are gonna save money, they're gonna vote for it.
Well,
And then you're
government
gonna
did
vote
put it
for
on the
it,
ballot.
and then you have nothing, to replace it with. Schools need that as well.
Yeah, cause it takes away from that as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's
I
what
think this
funds
was
your
a
schools.
petition put out
It
there
is a
with something
petition.
else. I don't remember what it went out with.
It's a
But they were-
coalition to do away with property tax or something like that.
Yeah.
They were gonna do it for November, but they didn't feel
Yeah.
that they had a good enough strong base.
You know, a lot of those southern states do that, and yet they put a high sales tax and that revenue.
I
from
do
the
know,
state.
in talking with the individual that runs this and other companies that are doing this, the company we went with right now is giving us a better deal than anybody else out there, because the other companies right now are making you pay regardless of whether the person pays. So, and then the other thing is, I know that some of the bigger cities that went away from this are starting to lean towards it because of not knowing what's gonna happen with the future. So we actually jumped on probably at the right time.
Can I ask a question about the 100-mile-an-hour speeders?
Mhm.
How many incidents of that were there? Was it just
So
one,
I can
two?
tell you that there was, I think, 2, in a one day. So I've been coming into work at night and had people pass me out in the township doing at least that, coming into town.
So if it's happening at the same spot, is it happening at the same time of the day? Just different times? I was just asking if maybe we could have an officer if it was
Oh, we
happening.
do.
They should say-
Elijah's on nights right now.
Okay. Well, that's why I haven't seen it, because I'm not out. But that was my question, like if we know approximations, if we could have somebody
Well,
sit out
yeah,
there
and
to
this
catch
would
them.
also help us, cause if this is a thing where we're getting this repetitively and we can see it on a pole camera, then we can actively put somebody out there to enforce it, and maybe, that's a criminal offense at that point.
Right,
So-
that's.
I'm aware.
Rick,
Yeah,
I have a
If you
question.
have somebody out there.
Are you able to tell when you had that out there that day, what type of vehicle it was?
So that was just out there to record speeds
Mm-hmm.
and number of people coming through, so the number was also, I think we hit like in a day and a half, close to 6,000 cars. So, it doesn't give us a specific vehicle on
Okay,
there.
the reason I'm asking is summertime, which is over, motorcycles, they're gonna speed.
Yeah.
We know that. So that's why I'm saying, is that gonna hold through all year long? Or
Yes.
is it, you know, those two speeders happen to be motorcycles rolling through that day?
It could be, I mean, I can't tell you what it was on that,
Yeah.
but I have had vehicles pass me doing that
Mhm.
and confronted people on that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, I just was asking because of the seasonal vehicles that have a tendency to,
and that's a lot of,
Speed.
yeah, it's a lot of our traffic. We have a lot, so the other thing I can tell you from just being out there and from doing the camera, most of our tickets are not from village residents or people even from Portage County. I mean, I would say 60, and I could probably get the statistics on this, but 60 to 70% of the people aren't even from a county close to us. You have a lot of transient people that avoid the turnpike that drive through here. So, and it's the quickest route to go east to west,
mm,
so.
Dude, they fly
okay, I was just wondering.
so fast.
Rick, do you have anything else?
No.
All right, zoning. Construction.
Okay, so thank you again, to the interview committee, council, I appreciate it very much. I know some people leave quickly, say, I don't wanna do this job. But in the meantime, before it became official yesterday, with the background check finally coming in, I had done some things to try
About
and.
that.
Right, thank you. Don't tell me. I had done some things that I could do just generally, and I met with the mayor today, Ryan this morning, David on a couple items, Deanne of course, and Marie. And the Deanne and Marie visit was really cool because I was very encouraged by how things have been like followed through. I'm sure things are, they're not in the order I would put them, but when I looked through everything, I thought this is really encouraging that Marie makes copies and does different things, so I was looking forward to that. I've spoken with other zoning inspectors, past ones from here, trying to get up to speed with where they thought they left off and things that maybe still exist that need addressed, and that's a thing. I went to the township meeting, of course I know everybody there, and it was nice, just in case anything crosses over, we wanna talk to them about anything zoning, so, and then I met with the chief, we rode around, I think it was last Friday, and, I'm glad he's gone, because I know I was yakety yak, like the whole time, it was like 2 hours, and we were just looking at everything. I was in such awe of new things that I didn't know was going on. And he was giving me feedback and, where he maybe has addressed a property or something and, where I need to pick up. There's a lot. And so while I was, in big conversation with him when I got home, I sat down and it was like, wow, there's a lot. If I say that a lot, it's because there's a lot. And I'm, still on board. I still don't worry about it. And I know people are going to be nipping at my heels at different times. But I'm encouraged by, meeting with everybody. I feel like those people have, given me what I needed right now. The things I haven't done yet is I really want to talk to the prosecutor's office, our solicitor. I know I'm going to be speaking with him and emailing with him on different things. The fire chief, I haven't spoken with him yet. A couple county commissioners that I'm acquainted with that could maybe help us down the road with zoning or whatever else. The health department and the building department, I'm sure I'll have interactions with, like Ryan and different of you from time to time. So I'm going to try and hit it from every angle so that we can get everything done we need to do. From zoning, right? So, the planning commission, I wanna go there first if I could. We have one thing for sure, we have a change of use at the old Shepherd's Joy, right? So that has some detail to it that the planning commission really needs to consider. I will put your packet together, whoever it is,
and go through it with you, and, but I wanted to say before that, when you get ready for the next planning commission meeting, I'm hoping that you be more thoughtful that, who is on it. Not that anybody's been wrong, but you'll still be a citizen person, and it's supposed to have 2 citizens. I think we should really do that. I think, and when you pick that other person, and then when he is up there, and you pick his replacement, pick someone that will look at the packet. I'll get it to you early. He doesn't mind looking at the code, doesn't mind asking questions. Someone maybe that was a council person. I know sometimes we just need a body. You know, nobody's willing, so you're kind of stuck. I get that, but I really hope, because of the different things that are gonna be asked for, that, because you wanna consider it in the broad picture for the village, right? And then, again, request for me the packet before any of those meetings, so I'll try to get them all together for you. And if you have any questions on it, try to go over it beforehand, and then still ask whatever questions are left, obviously, at the planning commission. So, I began putting together information for the code, for the, change of use at Shepherd's Joy. And, the application still needs a site plan, and it has requirements for it. I didn't see, it was just 1 page, right? So we have to get that, and then the specs for what he wants to do inside. And that'll all hit the table to the planning commission, and you'll know, and you can make a better decision, you know what I mean? So there's that. And then storage businesses, we love our business owners, right? But I wanna make sure that we're really following those. There's a lot of abstract with those. The code in the commercial, area, C1, C2, there are some things you may wanna reconsider or add to, or get more detailed to. For instance, right now, and I tried to look up some of the information on the owners about what their business model is and what they requested, you know, as a business back when they did it. I'm not finding a lot. So, for instance, we don't have a problem with it right now, but outside storage. You know, sometimes you go through Gearsville, you see that enclosed with the fence and they have the mini unit, whatever. That seems appropriate, it's appropriately placed, a little more out of town, but ours are in town. So what do we ultimately want them to continue to look like? Because there's some hiccups that could happen if we don't. And I actually believe that we have enough storage businesses. This is me talking. And if you wanted to put a moratorium on it, I think that's a great idea personally. There's viable buildings that can be used for other things. And if the bank, they say, oh, well, we're gonna have a storage business for this. I mean, that's a lot of storages, right? I think for our 2-mile radius or whatever we have, consider it, that's all I'm asking. And work on it if you wanna do it. I say sooner than later. I know you're gonna have a change here in 2 months or less, but this is what I've come across so far in some of those. Writing with the chief, I didn't know. One person did know on council, I don't know how many of you did it, but there's a person living in an RV somewhere they're not supposed to be living. And there's a lot. So that's you know, someone who doesn't have their own dwelling, it's a whole other set of nuances and codes, right? So there's that. I'm gonna put together a sheet, it'll take me a little minute, but of all of the letters that will go out, that Ryan sends out, that maybe new ones maybe, I don't know, and the process for the enforcement, because that's where we stop, that's where we drop off, right? Everybody knows that. So if we send the letter, we do whatever follow-up, Mac and I were talking about, the mayor talking about it, we'll try to dig into the code, talk to the solicitor, so we don't miss anything, and set that in place, so that if somebody comes into Marine, if she wants to say, well, here, take this regarding your letter, this is what's next, and it's in the code, if it's not already in their hands. So I'll put that together, it'll take a minute, like I said. If you guys see something, or even in YouTube land, here, sorry, I don't mean to talk over you, that is a violation, whatever, you want me to look at it, I'll definitely do that, Ryan will do it, whoever. I know all the council people are, very communicative, so we'll stay on it. Let's see. Almost there, I swear.
Promise.
What's that? What is that? Hey, this is my first time I get to get out.
Gotta have a little laugh.
I think, yeah, and there'll be comments, and I've heard them before, when someone tries to enforce things. We don't live in an HOA, and we don't live in Hudson. That's not the point, we all know that. But there are rules that are existing, and they entrusted me to at least enforce the ones we have, and that you would look at ideas for maybe new ones, or detailing some that exist, right? So, that's gonna be a big deal. And I'm also gonna try and keep some new stats. If you think of any stats that you would like to know in zoning as council, that we have, whatever, you know, I thought that would be a nice thing, because when the chief gives us things, you know, I like that. Again, that one will take a minute. And then, zoning is such a, you know, you get a bad rap. So I wanted to bring a little humanity to it, and I brought this to the interview people too as well, that sometimes you're gonna be talking to someone that really just can't help themselves a lot and whatever. And sometimes you'll be on places where, as Terry mentioned, you could see that the pantry's empty. So I'm gonna start another list of places, not just in Windham, but in the county that people can go to. Sometimes people, you know, they gotta go to the administration building in Urbana, they can hit this pantry, or this, you know, Hope Place, or whatever. So I'm gonna try and make a list of that, maybe not to put on the website, you know, there's a lot of, but something maybe they could pick up in here. And as it changes, if you all find, or hear of a new place, like Terry's mentioning here with the blessing box, we'll add it. If you say, oh, Center Hope closed, we'll take it off. So I would like to try and do that, because we have every kind of people here. We really do. And I'm looking forward to meeting some of them and hoping that they don't all dislike me. And
We're not here for people like it, we have to
I know.
do that.
And then, I don't know how many of you heard, but the Historical Society is putting up a nice clock down by the gazebo.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a
Mary
picture
just
of
brought
it.
that up last week.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
so it's super beautiful, I saw a picture of it, and I just feel like we can, you know, we can keep up with them if we try.
It's not a violation, is it?
No, I don't think so. It's township
Yeah, I was
property
gonna say
anyway.
that, check it out.
And then my IT is not set up yet, so emails, I don't know where they're going, and I will get an office number as opposed to my personal cell. So calling, emailing, I am so okay with emails, you know, shoot them
Have
down.
you checked on the phone?
Yeah, we didn't, that was the last thing we were like, oh, I gotta get that done too. So, yeah, but just so everybody knows, you can't really reach me yet, but you can call the office, they can tell me, until I get that set up.
The zoning, you're just gonna keep the old zoning, email, right?
Yeah, she
I
just
guess
needs,
so.
she
Yeah,
just
cause
needs a
it's
new
got everything
password.
in there, so, I mean,
Yeah,
that's just zoning at
Okay.
WindhamVillageOH.gov, so.
okay, that sounds
Yeah,
great, I just haven't gotten to
That
it
paperwork
yet.
was
Password, I'll
sent
show you
already,
that, the password and stuff's in there for it, so.
Okay,
I'm sorry?
That paperwork was sent to Quality IP. It still has Wes's name on it. So we're just waiting on we're not generating a new email for it. They're just gonna change her name and reset the password.
okay.
Yeah.
And it'll go in on that computer in there?
Yes.
Awesome.
You can get it on your phone too, if you
Mhm.
download Outlook.
The village phone, yeah, that'd be great, okay.
Are you good, Sheila?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. All right, housing.
Welcome, Sheila.
We share an office now.
Yeah,
We're in
share an
trouble.
office, so.
That's all I got going on.
I just got a couple things. Last meeting, I talked to Mr. Albright. We talked about the house next door. Well, it turns out the lady that owns it, it's her son. So her son can, it's her house if her son is living in it. So it's what he's doing. And I didn't see anybody coming in and out. I didn't really see anything that's disturbing from my point of view. So I just closed it out as it's her property. She can do as she please with it, and if they are going in and out of her property or working, or I think he does carpentry or something out of his garage. So, but I said now that we realize that it's their family members, then I'm not gonna pursue it anymore. Now, if it was actually rented out, then that's a different story. But since it's not rented out, it's just as much her property if her son is living in it. I got a couple calls, call about a property this guy had just recently purchased. He planned on just keeping his tools there, but he actually is gonna have someone staying there. Now, with him keeping his tools there was okay, but once he said he was gonna have someone stay there, then it turned into a rental property. So we'll talk about that here in a week or two. He's gonna fix it up and then he's gonna give me a call and I'll inspect that. Last thing, got a call from about the Linden Circle home. I've been reaching out to her. She wants to get an inspection and I'll go here, I wanna say Thursday, go to her inspection and see what's going on with that Linden Circle home and try to take care of that for her and her kids, see where that goes.
Does she have her kids now, or are they still?
That's not our.
Yeah, we can. But I got a call about the guy in your circle about whether he's running a business or not.
Oh, that has been an issue for a few people in our circle. It's going on. He has a lot of cars there. I mean, I can't sit up here and say that he's actually have a business, but look, you get 6 or 7 cars there every week. You make up your own discretion. You know what I mean? I'm not. But if he is, I don't think that's allowed. So
He needs to come down and see us. So.
yeah, we might have to talk to someone about that. Does own his home, so. But that's all I got for you.
Can I ask
Anything
you a
else?
question, Jamel, before you go any farther?
Yeah.
What's going on with Lewis? With the building that Pat was forced out of?
Oh yeah, he's slowly getting those people out. The guy that owned it actually defaulted, so he gets it back. So he's not doing anything. I didn't give him a.
Well, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I was in the courtroom the day Jamel, or not you, I'm sorry, Lewis stood there and told the magistrate that they were tearing it down November 1st or October, and that nobody was gonna stay there. They were getting them out of there and they were taking both of them down. Then I heard that Lewis was here and asked permission to put new ones up.
I didn't get that information, but if that's true, then.
Because I'm gonna tell you something, since Pat moved out of town, Pat has gone downhill. And it's all because of Lewis and them, because they forced her out of that apartment. She's broke her chest bone, and a lot of other stuff is going on with her, and it's all because of Lewis and Yoda.
Mom, I would watch what you say on camera.
I don't
because
care.
Those are very strong allegations that you can be brought before a judge, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's the
I'm
truth,
just advising you as your son not to say anything else, okay?
but it's,
Mother.
I get
I'm
it.
not gonna say more about
No,
that.
I understand. All that
You know, he
stinks
sat
because
in
Miss
court,
Pat
and
is a
he
good
stood
woman.
right there in front of me and told him that he was taking, the buildings were coming down.
I mean, a lot of people can say a lot of things,
Yeah, but
say
he
what
sat
they
right to the
want.
judge.
I wasn't there, but the judge, if the judge said that it's okay, I mean, it ain't
He
nothing
stood
we
there
can
and
do
said
about
it is coming down, and the judge says, okay.
We'll have to talk. We'll talk about it. Okay?
Because she's really upset and I'm upset over it. 93 years old, or 92 years old, and she was forced out of her apartment.
All right.
So that's all I want to say.
Anything else?
Sorry, everybody.
You're okay. All right, village administrator.
So, Gibbs got a hold of me today, they said they would do the road for $3,100, $3,150. They asked if we wanted to get the slag and who they want to haul the concrete. I thought that we could haul the concrete, save money, and drop it off at the dump, and I think if it's one load of slag, I can get it a lot cheaper than $1,000 from Brian Miller, so I think I'd rather go that route. But they said they didn't forget about me, and we got some good weather coming up, so I'm hoping we can get that knocked out. I got a call from the DOT, they knew the plate was there, so all the drivers were aware of it, so they wouldn't send it flying. And they did a good job, it's still there. Zach is supposed to get a hold of me by the end of the week with a proposal to switch out the chlorine gas. So as soon as I get that, I will let you know. I talked to a couple different council members. I talked to, sorry.
Angie, it's okay.
Sorry. It's been a long day. Sheila kept me busy most of the day, so.
Enough said, you're good.
No, I'm just kidding. But, I would like, I'm gonna move Robbie to the water plant and advertise for a street guy. He's been over there, Andrew's about to go on vacation, and right now he could handle it just for the little bit that Andrew's gonna be out. Andrew goes on vacation every December. So Robbie's able to do the lab, he's doing the backwash, he's doing the softeners, and he's into it, and he wants to learn it. So, I think it'll be a good move, and, we've been shorthanded for a while, and we're having trouble trying to find a water guy. Andrew's gonna go take his test again, and, excuse me.
Even if he passes, will he take the job?
Andrew?
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Nope, he said he didn't want it, but I told him though, I was like, but, you know, like, I'm not gonna force that job on you, cause if you don't want it, I don't wanna throw him into that.
Right.
Because of this, you know, the nature of the job. But I told him, I was like, but you have to put your name on it. Like, that's a must. You know, you gotta be at least a backup operator. You gotta have, you know, if we get a superintendent, they can't go on vacation or whatever, and they ain't got no, that's just not, he's gotta be able to cover it, so. I made that pretty clear, but they're gonna go take their test again, and Robbie's gonna go test just to see where he's at, see what's on the test. Because, you know, if Robbie gets his license, he said he'd be interested. Now, I don't know if that could happen, but I think everybody deserves a chance.
Sure.
I mean, so, what else I got?
So are you thinking about waiting to put him in that move until we get a new street guy, right?
Yes,
And then-
yeah, yep.
So he's not at the water plant right now training?
He's been over there training since, you know, cause Andrew's going on vacation when he ain't got like snow or whatever.
Yeah, we have, like you said, we've been short there for,
And in the past, we've always moved the guys around, like, I worked at the water and the wastewater when I was here. I think it's important, it's detrimental that everybody here knows every job that we have. You know, like Robbie, after he learns this, he should be able to go down to the wastewater plant. Andrew should be able to go down to wastewater plant if Billy or someone's not there. They should know it, you know? So, I think it'll work out good.
so does, council, should we, talk about it and decide whether we're gonna do that or not do that, or what we gonna do?
Well, you'll have to also decide about, here's Bill's resignation, so you'll have to decide about this. And vote on it tonight, that you accept it.
I'll make a motion to accept his letter of resignation. Let's see which time, December 31st, 2025.
Hey, that's what he wants.
So,
Yep.
Can't deny a man or a woman something that's what they want.
You have to make a recommendation to accept that on the agenda. You can't-
okay, I'll make a
Well, they
recommendation.
just didn't, they just accepted Demel, or Wesley's.
Yeah,
You just accepted Wesley's
Well,
5 minutes ago.
Tom has always told us we cannot
Well,
change
then why
that,
did you just vote on it to do it the other way?
because Wesley's already gone.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever, doesn't matter.
I mean, it's
I'll
not
make
till
a
December.
motion to put it on the agenda for next week's meeting,
yeah.
effective December 31st, 2025, from the reclamation department, which I believe is the sewer treatment.
No, we should figure that out.
Yes. Who wants to second it?
I'll second it.
Sherry,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
David.
Yes. Before next meeting, can we get one that's signed with the signature on it?
Call him and ask him. Yep.
So this, are you done? Or do you got more?
No, that's it.
I'll wait for you to go to the next section, so I can ask questions.
I'm done.
Yeah, we gotta move on to the next.
I thought Ryan said he had something else.
No, that's.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's
All right.
it.
Any,
Well, before we do, I just wanna say, I'm gonna start advertising for the street position. That's all.
So we're hiring another street guy?
Well, one would be moving into the water, so we have two people in water.
So we have 2 water guys, and then we're still looking for a superintendent.
Yeah, until we can get a superintendent, yeah.
And what
So
do you
then
do
we'll
with it?
have-
Yeah,
3 guys in water.
No, I think you can hire somebody, well, I think we'd have to talk about that. I don't think we want 3. But once we get a superintendent,
So, okay, so.
Right now, well, I mean, we could figure that out when we get there, like, seriously. I don't, we can't get a superintendent, so. I think we got bigger issues to worry about right now than 3 guys in the water plant that we can't. We've been going 5 months with just one. And the only way if they're that close to getting it, then the hope is one of them get it, maybe Robbie could pass it, and then we can fill we've gotten a lot of applications for street guys. For one, nobody knows how to dig. Alright, so the street guy that we hire, hopefully has some experience with some equipment, with some maintenance, you know? And
What hurts?
Yeah.
Plow.
We'll make it a must when you're putting out the thing.
I'm just gonna tell you that, I would start advertising now for the waste, cause it's,
Yeah.
you're not gonna find nobody. If you do, you never know, I guess, but it's not as simple, like you guys don't understand. It's not as simple as just hiring an operator and bringing them in here. I mean, so you find another operator, he's got, you know, maybe he worked at Warren or something, I don't know. And he's never run a plant or nothing, but so what, maybe he could learn it, cause it's a small plant. There's not an sufficient amount of maps. A lot of our maps were destroyed and lost. I mean, you could teach a guy how to run a plant, or they could even maybe figure it out on their own. I figured out the water plant, but they're not gonna figure out where the valves are. I mean, there's so much to this distribution.
How long ago?
When Bill Szymanski left, he took a lot of knowledge with him. When Billy leaves, he's gonna take a lot of knowledge with him. This whole place and it's gonna be, I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, it's something that you guys should really focus on, and I would take it a little more serious than.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm just gonna say we're in trouble.
council
That's all I'm saying.
and guests
They
speak.
don't care.
Yes, ma'am.
I have questions. So, going back to the impound lot, we still don't have a contract or anything done for that.
Not that I'm aware of. I
Because
haven't seen
Charles
anything come.
hasn't finished it.
The
Okay.
lawyer hasn't solicitor, not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen it come
I
through.
think
We're gonna have a meeting with the chief.
yeah, the chief is supposed to go over some stuff that they have to get done, but maybe he has some stuff to deal with the solicitor. He left before we can get to
Right, yeah,
that.
unfortunately. So the solicitor hasn't been here for 3 meetings, so.
Well,
if
He
only
only
comes
comes
in
once
once
a
a
month.
month.
He got
Okay.
an emergency the last meeting.
Okay, so that's, I didn't
Yeah.
know that, so thank you for that.
Mhm.
So, when are we gonna put a deadline to get the impound lot? Cause it keeps getting pushed, so it's all again coming back to deadlines. When are we gonna say, okay, let's get this impound lot up by here, somebody's gonna be in charge of calling Charles and saying, we have to have this contract done by this time.
It'll be done by the end of the month.
But who's in charge of making sure that happens?
I'll make sure the chief gets it.
Okay.
so we won't vote on it until the end of December then?
Yeah.
So, the impound lot won't be in service until we get the contract and we vote on it, or you guys vote on it until the end of
Yeah.
December?
Cause there's still some stuff, like I said, I gave it to council to look over and stuff. If there's some stuff they have an opinion on, I mean, they're feel free to do so, but we'll make sure it gets done.
So if you gave it to the council to look over, why wasn't it brought up at the meeting to be taken care of? I mean, we
I
did,
brought it to the meeting to give to them.
today?
The last meeting.
Right, so why wasn't it brought up and followed up on and said, what'd you guys think of the stuff?
Our solicitor had a family emergency. I
No, I
don't
meant
know
tonight.
I don't know what they had going on with that
Wasn't
part
he
of it.
updated
Well, so I
something?
believe at the last meeting, the mayor said there were some questions on it, and that he needed to meet with the mayor, or the police chief,
Right.
and the solicitor, so that takes council out of it, because then it's between those
Right.
three.
Okay,
So,
Alright.
yeah, he's going through some I'll just give him his space right now, but he has some stuff going on, so, but it'll get done. So
Okay.
we'll be fine.
And then, our zoning inspector, Sherry said something about somebody living in an RV.
I'm Sherry, and I didn't
I'm
say
sorry,
that.
sorry, sorry,
I
Sheila.
did the same
Sorry,
thing last
I'm
week.
sorry, Sheila, I'm sorry. So, but that was, like, it was all glossed over, so what's
Well, there's
being
nothing
done?
they can do about it yet. I have
Okay,
just
so
started.
that's- No, I'm not
The
blaming
chief
you, I'm
has
not
already-
putting it on you, I'm just
No,
saying,
no, no.
so what's
No,
gonna
no,
be the
no,
follow-up?
no, there will be follow-up, I admitted that there's gonna be follow-up on everything, and that's my big thing. So, the chief and I just went Friday, I just learned about it, he had already made some attempts to find out what's going on, spoke to different people, the owner of the property. I don't remember if he actually spoke with the gentleman that's in there, whatever, but he's already done as much as he can do right now, and he needs a zoning inspector. And he needs someone to start putting things in place for him, and then when it reaches that point, then, and it will,
Okay.
we'll be on it.
Okay.
It,
So,
it
like,
breaks my
I
heart that it's happening, but it happens everywhere, but we can find him a better place.
Okay. And I think that was it, just the two things tonight.
No.
I know.
Come on.
I do wanna say, David did send that information over that I asked for. I have not had a chance to go through all of it yet, but thank you very much for sending me that information. So he did send me that.
So first, I got several. The easy one of the easy ones is Burger and Graden. Have you guys had a chance to review that?
I have.
So we can get anything changed and get it on the agenda to actually vote on it, finalize it next week.
I'm good with finding it on the agenda. Shoot.
I highlighted something.
Can you send it to me then?
yes,
I can forward it
yes.
over to them.
I didn't see anything. I read it.
It was the person that they said that would be our
Yeah.
contact,
Says
Terry.
Bill Mason.
No, it was, darn it, I thought I brought it.
I just took mine out.
They have verbiage in there twice too, not that that makes a difference, but, yeah, I'll send it to you, I know it's at home, I had it set out.
Okay. I'll send that over once you send that to me. So I'll make a motion to put it on the agenda for next week's meeting, to hire Burger and Graden.
I got a second.
Second.
Where are they out of again, David?
Sherry,
Cleveland.
Please.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes,
David.
Yes. Second one, I would like to, put Halloween on October 31st for the next 100 years.
Amen. Second.
Well,
No.
we could change it in the future, but I would like to, make a motion to start legislation to put in our codified ordinance that Halloween, or trick or treat, I should say, happens on October 31st every year, and council can set the time at their discretion, but I think it needs to be on October 31st. Because the amount of people that I've talked to while trick or treating with my daughter in the pouring down rain,
that could happen on.
Exactly.
Exactly,
And that's
but-
why I want it to be on October 31st from now on, because then people can't come in and say, well, I
Why
think it should
wasn't
be
it on trick or treat?
trick or treat, or Halloween, I think it needs to be on Halloween, or Saturday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whenever.
Make sure you control the weather that day though.
Yes, so whether it's snowing, it's a tornado, a hurricane, anything, I think it should be on October 31st.
I'm okay with that.
Yep, me too.
One other thing I wanted to kind of add with that, and it's up to you guys. I do notice there are some people that live on the outskirts of town and they want to give out candy also.
I would love to.
Would you guys be open to opening a community center where people from the outskirts
Like a
could
trunk or
come
treat.
in, and then people could just come in
Yes.
and to utilize that
I've
also?
been wanting to give out candy
And then,
forever.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
saw a lot
They
of.
don't
I
have
just
those
think
real
that would help out a
You
lot.
know, you could
Can
even,
I add to that too? The circles don't get a lot of, run through, but like that would be a good idea. Cause a lot of the circles get passed by when you go down Linden or whatever, and
Yeah.
they're not
We were
coming back
kids.
down there, that's alarming, plus it was raining.
I wasn't going in the
So,
circles.
you didn't, exactly.
I was
So,
going around.
you know, I mean, everybody wants to join in on Halloween, I like it, my wife loves it.
My best friend lives on Horn Road, he bought 2 bags of candy, he said, Dave, not a single person came up the driveway.
Yeah, see, you know,
Not
he's like, so
mine
I got all
either.
kinds of chocolate if you want it. And
Yeah.
I saw in a different city that trunk or treat, man, they show
Yeah,
out
that's
when
good.
it's in a specific place.
Well,
So,
we can
Yeah.
coordinate with the PTO, cause they did theirs on Monday, we can coordinate with the churches and stuff, and if it's at the community center, you can get everybody.
Then the weather really doesn't.
Yeah, that is.
Correct.
yeah.
I like
But-
that.
I
I
don't
mean-
get anybody in the project.
I know, there was a few houses that advertised,
Yeah,
and nobody went.
When we were the kids, the
Inflatables
circles
and
were the
everything.
place to go.
I mean,
It
I
was
always tell my kids over
It's
there
a
too.
project.
So I made a motion to put it on the agenda, just, I don't know if we wanna do 3 reads or pass it as emergency next meeting, but
We could do three.
We could do 3 reads.
it works for me.
Yeah,
We got till next.
you just gotta call up, never do it.
So
Can I
we
get a
have
second?
100 years,
I'll
so we
second.
got to put a millennium.
I don't care, cause I won't be here in 100
Yes.
years.
Angela,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
David.
Yes. Alright. So, get rid of that one. Fire department member called me, and you guys might know this, but I tried reaching out to a couple realtors, didn't hear back. There's PMHA house, Portage Housing, whatever it is.
9137.
That one. Maple Grove member from the fire department tried to buy it, and he was told he makes too much. So I didn't know if there was something you guys might be aware of where they're trying to sell a house and they're saying you make too much. Like it's the house is for sale.
It would
But
be
they can go,
NPS.
yes, and they can, there is a low income program. That property by you,
Yes.
because when Tabitha had that house, or we had that house, we tried to buy that property and they wouldn't let us, and who owns that? It's,
I don't know.
Habitat.
What do you mean?
and if you go through them, it is a financial thing.
Yes.
If they're part of owning that.
So can we restrict that? Because the way I look at it is
I'm not sure.
when you have low income houses that are being sold to other low incomes, how does that help Windham Village financially?
Well, that's all those houses used to be,
I know, and I have a huge problem with it.
yeah.
Doesn't help
Because
anybody.
That's why you have a
It
solicitor.
That's all.
appreciates everybody else's.
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I do know that that's a
It's a
thing
legal
though.
battle. That-
Yeah, I
It's-
just,
it's-
you bring in somebody that makes 30,000 a year, or you have a family that wants to move here and makes 200,000, what are we gonna,
Yeah,
what's the
right,
benefit
right,
for
right,
the
right,
village?
right. Yeah, I got you.
No, I know his wife reached out to me. I've been trying. I
Yeah,
don't
they called me, the fire chief called me, I'm like, guys, they said the village is the reason why, I said, no, it's not, don't put that on the village.
Whenever we get a solicitor here, I will bring it to him.
Yeah, I sure will. Hydrant's still hooked up from the bridge project. It's still got water in it, looks like it's, been folded over underneath the bridge. We had a couple of days so far where it froze, is there a reason why it's still hooked up?
I guess they're still using it, they're not done with it.
They're not done with it,
They're not?
no?
No. We're still selling the water.
Oh, I drove down Turnpike and there was no construction or anything.
There was,
around.
If
over the
it-
weekend, there was it
Yeah.
last weekend or this past weekend, they were up there working on it.
I mean, they put a deposit down on that, so if they bust it, we keep their deposits, so.
How much is the deposit? Cause we just paid
$1,000.
Tony almost
It was,
$3,000.
it was whatever the meter was.
The only check I got was the $1,000 that we bought.
Well, the
Unless
meter
there was
was
another one.
right there at that, so.
So it would be the meter that would get damaged, the backflow preventer, the hydrant.
The backflow preventer's theirs. They bought that brand new.
Didn't we pay to rebuild it as a village?
No,
There was a payment listing in there for one
that
that was
was
hooked
for
to
the
a
one
hydrant.
over there.
Okay.
No, they gave us an old one, they wanted it rebuilt, and they was like, well, go ahead and rebuild it. I'm like, no, just get a new one, cause I'm not paying for it to rebuild a.
Right.
So I just made them buy a new one, so they did, they bought the backflow, they bought all the connections to hook it up to the hydrant.
Hydrants haven't been flushed yet. There was a real nice week of weather 2 weeks ago, or I think it was last week.
Yeah, well, we got some nice weather coming, but,
It's been 6
We're
weeks
just-
coming up.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah, it's on-
issues,
it's
we've
like-
had issues with that high service pump, I don't wanna go out and blow a bunch of water on it, but.
Since plowing's coming up, I remember last year seeing you out plowing the village streets. Can we make it a policy that when we are plowing our roads, it is only village vehicles being used to plow the streets? Liability issue, you hit somebody, you're on village time, but you're on your own personal vehicle, how's that work? Using
My
gas.
insurance would cover it, I'm bonded and insured, I got workman's comp, my stuff would cover it.
But you're
I mean, I don't
working
care. I
for
don't-
us as village administrator on plowing.
That's our solicitor, but that's a good question.
Are you the operator of record, and are you certified to do the labs at the water plant right now? Because I was informed on Friday that you have not taken it over from Billy, and we were told that on October 17th, you told us you were taking it over, so are you?
No,
Why not?
you're gonna have to hire it out, I'm not putting my name on it.
Okay, so why wouldn't you tell us that? You told us you were going to take it over, and then you didn't.
I was gonna work with Billy and do it. I was gonna take it over, Billy was gonna help me. But that's not the case no more. And I tell you why, because why would I do it? Why would I take it over? Like, I have been harassed from like one end to the other.
So if you don't wanna
You
do
put
it, then why are you
pictures-
here?
You put pictures of it on Facebook, like
And what did that do?
that is childish.
That brought
'Cause you know
community
what?
awareness.
Awareness, you seen it when your best friend was there. You was in there 3 or 4 times, thank God Angie come in, that's why we brought her in, so something would happen. You sat over there with your best friend like 4 or 5 times, come on, you seen that stuff. I've been talking about it for 2.5 years, you've done nothing. So now you wanna put it on Facebook like, oh, look, what, awareness. I mean, if you put on your signs, honesty,
Accountability.
Come on, and transparency. So once you be honest, be transparent, take accountability. I mean, you've seen it. I've been telling you for 2.5 years about the caustic. I've been telling you about 2.5 years about the high service pumps. I mean, let's be honest,
What
Dave.
have you done on that side to
What
do
have
it?
you done? I need the money. These guys are working their butts off, working with broke down, and you don't understand, when stuff don't work right, they work twice as hard. They're staying the night over there, making sure you have water. And what have you done? Name one thing, you couldn't even name one thing that you've accomplished. Not one thing. You know what you do? You say, what about them, what about them, what about them, what about them? That's what you do. Nobody, all you do is cause division and chaos, Dave. Nobody can work with you. You can't work with nobody. You wanted me fired, you wanted Maurice fired, you wanted Debbie fired, you wanted Sheree fired, you wanted,
Come on, use your words.
what's
can
her
do it.
name? Steiner? You can't get along with Chris. You can't, you
That's
wanted Deanne
funny
fired,
because Chris
you
and I
wanted
still have
Katrine fired,
conversations.
you asked for Terry to resign, you asked for Cheryl to resign. I mean, Dave, who here have you been able to work with? Now Angie's new here. Who here at this table have you been able to work with? Who wants to work for you? You want me to put my name on it? Hire somebody. That's what you wanted. You said you was gonna give it to the county, give it to them.
So,
Give it to them.
if you sit here and you say that you were gonna put your name on it,
That
and then
goes
now
back to the
we
original
find out
question.
that you're not.
The
That
real
was
question
before-
was, is Ryan gonna do that? He said no, so let's move on.
Yeah.
That's his decision.
Yeah, so, okay.
I'll hire a group to come in and take care of it like Hiram does.
Well, it's the county does it for hiring.
Well, then we'll go to
So,
the county. That's
I mean,
fine.
I would
The county, they're
expect
gonna
you
come
to know
in,
that.
raise rates,
That's right,
upgrades, do all
that's
this
right.
good
Yeah.
stuff.
Still gotta have someone do water
Yeah.
breaks, so.
Well,
Fire it all
I mean,
out.
we could just hire Tony since you.
Why not?
Yeah,
That's
hire
right, let's
him
hire
to do
Tony.
the hiring.
Move on, we're moving
Hire
on,
him.
we're moving on. Do you have anything else, David?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Since we moved our guy out of those maintenance and streets department, who's gonna replace the smoke detector that's been chirping forever? It's in Deanne's office. It was supposed to be done. Robbie
Did you ask?
was supposed to do it when the fire department came down for the CO detector, and it's still chirping in there. Chirping away. Yeah,
No.
it's hardwired.
Yeah.
They got new ones, right? They got new ones.
Oh, cause first church.
Yeah.
And then
Who's
last
supposed to do
time,
that? Going back to that, who's in charge of that?
Like in your chair.
Who's supposed to change those?
I'm not
So-
supposed to change.
The village administrator?
he's over the street department.
Okay, so the village administrator is supposed to do it. Did
He's
you
not
ask
supposed to do it,
somebody?
the street department's supposed to do it.
Okay, so did you ask somebody to do
Yeah, he
it?
bought one and it's hardwired in. He said he has to figure out how to get the hardwire out because it's connected to the fire panel of the facility itself. You can't
Okay.
just disconnect it.
Okay, so when did you ask that person to do it?
That was about 2 weeks ago.
So 2 weeks ago, and no one has followed up on that, so that would be the village administrator's job to follow up on the street department if he's in charge of the street department, right?
Yeah, correct.
I
Okay,
don't know how
so
this
Brian,
it's work, but I'll figure it out tomorrow.
You're gonna get a
That's
new
fine.
electrician probably.
okay,
Yeah.
so, I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
we'll-
Get-
I'll follow
Hire an
up on it.
electrician.
Hire an electrician.
Hire an electrician.
That's what we'll do, we'll hire him.
okay, so I am seeing so much chaos again here, where it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, blame, blame, blame. If you have specific job duties, why aren't you doing them? And why is nobody following up on them? Because that's what I'm seeing here, and it's ridiculous. Again, all I'm seeing is blame game from people. And I'm not just talking, you blaming this person, him blaming you, it's everywhere. You talk about honesty, accountability, and transparency.
No,
You
because-
told them that you were gonna put your name on something, and then you changed your mind,
But the whole
you didn't
situation
tell-
changed.
Hold
The
on a
whole
second, let me
situation
finish,
changed.
please. At the beginning, you said you were gonna do it, the situation changed, but you didn't update any of the council members that you were not gonna put your name on it so that they could take steps to change it.
That paper
If-
they just passed out tonight, that's when it changed.
Okay,
Tonight.
but when it was your turn, you never let them know that you were not gonna
When
put your
did you
name
pass
on
out-
it, David
When
had
did
to
you
ask.
pass out the paper?
I just.
After David let him know.
What's his name?
Bill.
Billy
Our letter of resignation.
put in a letter of resignation.
Right.
He holds 2 licenses, water and sewer.
Okay.
That equals out to we're screwed. And
Okay,
he told them, don't get me wrong, I share a difference of opinion with everyone, but he just told them, I'm not putting my name on it.
okay,
Because the only other person that holds licenses took his name off of it.
okay,
So there's a reason for that. What it is, I don't know. But, and that's his choice.
right, oh yeah, absolutely, I'm not saying that, you
Right.
shouldn't make that choice, that is your own personal choice. I'm just,
Okay, Mary, you got something else, cause we have like
It's not-
minutes, that, you know, each person time to talk, so,
okay, yeah, I did, I'm sorry,
okay.
the groundhog thing. Did you guys put the flyer out and ask for
No,
people to come
it's-
trap?
Because
We're good
when
till
we were
next
gonna do
year.
it, it's like November 23rd, that would have been the next available time, it's too dang cold.
Okay,
They're
alright,
done.
Yeah,
And I know I
I
wouldn't
mentioned
get
that
any-
earlier.
yeah, I
I
wouldn't-
mentioned
I'm
that
sorry.
earlier when I was talking, yeah.
okay, I didn't hear the specifics
Okay.
about the groundhog thing. And then, that's it.
Alright,
I got one more. The camera in the, inside the buildings, are those recording video and audio right now?
No audio, just.
No audio, just video. Okay, so I do believe that we need to get signs up because, those are private areas, even though it's a public building. From what I was able to read, that only the main entrance can be recorded without signs. So I think we should get some signs put up saying you are being recorded.
Get the signs.
And then the whole 7 to 3 thing, we sat up here, we all said, 7 to 3 for the guys. Brian told me on the phone that he did not tell them that because we lose people. Billy said in my driveway, said an hour each way doesn't matter to him. I guess my question is, you know, we didn't follow through with 7 to 3, so what now?
They're working 7 to 3 now, they've adjusted,
They are on 7 to 3 now, all
Yes.
3 departments?
yes.
Okay. We'll revisit that then, thank you.
alright, 7:33, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Real quick,
Sorry to get a little.
fun stuff. The Brick Chapel's Christmas dinner is next month, is the second Saturday. They just had the Thanksgiving one, 360 some meals. And then, on the 27th, at the Calvary Chapel at the Renaissance, they have a Thanksgiving dinner. 12 to 5, that's a long time, anyway. And then
Sheila,
Shepherd,
can you repeat that again?
oh yeah, what I,
The Brick Chapel is when?
it's the second Tuesday of the, second Saturday of the month.
They do drive-through dinner.
Yeah, and you can make a donation, or if you don't have it, you don't want to, you just come get it, it's good. And then the 27th is Calvary Chapel, 12 to 5. Yeah. And it says, dine with us, take home, or deliver to your home. Deliveries will be after 4 p.m. Call and text. And then, Shepherd's Joy is planning to be in the parade.
Oh, good.
Yes, the Christmas, and then they're gonna do some caroling too. They're trying to get people together, so if anybody wants to do that, I think that's great
Have you
too.
ever heard Roy Carroll? I would not be happy.
Well, Dolores makes up for it, so we're good.
Yeah.
Also, New Hope has their community open house on Friday.
Friday, yeah,
12 to 2.
yeah.
Just that's it, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, I heard, David, you had a question about Brittany cleaning the community center. We did speak about that here at council, right?
Every single council
And
member was
everyone
good with
agreed
it.
on that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just saying it's in the handbook that family members cannot be.
Well, what we discussed was she would clean it until you guys found somebody else to do it. If you didn't, she would just
So
do
we advertised it? Can we
it.
advertise
You
it?
can advertise, I don't care, she don't have
I
to do it.
think there's enough people in there, there's enough people around town that we could just spread the word and get somebody interested that could use a couple extra bucks to clean it. I mean,
Also, the other thing was, we did, obtain 2 properties, 9590 and 9518 communities in Green Meadow. Those were, I wasn't at the meeting after we purchased those due to my uncle passing, so I did not know that we did not discuss those. So that did happen. Those are properties that we had before, the land bank gave them back to us, so we just bought them back.
Is that what this is?
So,
Cause that was my
yeah.
question.
So
Okay.
from my understanding, that any property that we've sold and we can't, they haven't did what they were supposed to, we could obtain back. That's my understanding, as long as everybody else is good with that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want us to ask me about?
When do you want me to turn on the lights at the community center?
Whenever you want to.
Okay.
Let there be light.
Right,
7:36, I'd like to make a motion to
After
adjourn.
Thanksgiving, like,
I-
we wait till after Thanksgiving.
Scott,
It's like the day after
Jerry.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Wherever you
Yeah.
are.
David,
Yes.
Angela.